Your IMCA Sunoco Stock Car is brought to you by Dennis Ward and Remax Realty.
2 heat races coming your way, and heat number 1 is going to look like this. We'll have the 77 of TJ Milky on pole. He'll have the Demon, Damon Richards, in the 68 to his outside on the front row.
How do you beat that? Well, let's see. Row number 2 from Beatrice, Nebraska, the 24R of Dylan Richards, and to his outside from Fremont, the 3T of Nate Thompson.
Kyle Wilkinson in the 52 and Cade Richards in the 1R. They will make up row number 3.
And Steve Shepard and Mike Murray rounding out the field. And unfortunately, it looks like Dylan Richards not making the call. So we're going to have a 7-pack, not an 8-pack.
Nonetheless, we go green right now, and it's going to be Damon Richards off the top shelf, or at least through the middle, I should say. He'll beat the Dominator, TJ Milky, into turn number 3 as your race leader.
Oh, not to interrupt. 71, JJ Mike Murray went up on the wall three different times going down the back stretch, and he's going to come to a stop in 3. Caution is going to come out.
Yeah, that wall can bite you when you least expect it. It's bitten a few people.
You know, at Marshalltown Wednesday night, it worked out for Hudson O'Neill and for Bobby Pierce.
Yeah.
Not so much for Mike Murray, unfortunately. The wife of the hitman Shane Hyatt, who is recovering from his health problems. He is such a strong fighter, but I got to say, Kylie, you are just as strong, if not stronger, keeping the family together through all of this. You are an amazing, amazing person. You and Shane keep fighting. We love you guys.
Well, everyone keeps fighting the good fights against cancer and all kinds of medical issues. We'll get the fight on the track back up and going as Damon Richards will show as the race lead. Kyle Wilkinson looking to the inside of Cade Richards for position number 3. Richards trying to squeeze the bottom off from Wilkinson, and Kyle right there did not touch. That's how good these guys are. Richards will maintain third as they cross the line this time.
Youth and exuberance on the outside, age and treachery on the inside. And right now, youth and exuberance is actually hanging on to that third place spot. Cade the Kid Richards, not his rookie year, not a startup year, but still a young kid versus Wilkinson, who we all know has multiple years in this class. Right now, they are all chasing, though, Mr. Demon Decals himself, Damon Richards.
Let's say Kyle Wilkinson, I believe, coming off a win this past Saturday night over at the Off-Road Speedway. Finally got to see him make it to victory lane. Finished second in the points here at US 30 Speedway. Also did the same, I believe, over at Off-Road Speedway as well, as the 2-seater makes its way back towards the infield. Another cancer survivor getting the ride of a lifetime here at US 30 Speedways. Meanwhile, Cade Richards on the backside of Milky. That's for second as they come off at turn number 4. It's still the Dominator. TJ Milky still showing that second spot. We'll have 2 to go the next time around.
I know I'm supposed to be watching the action on the track, but
yeah,
Bobby Lincoln in that wig is just distracting down there by the 2-seater. I'm just going to say that outright. Right now, we got a battle going on for second. Milky on the low side has it. Cade Richards on the outside wants it. 2 to go as they're going to fire back off into 1 and 2. Once again, Dylan Richards with the lead, as he has had most of the feature or the heat race already. It's going to be Milky able to get in front of Richards. Now here comes Wilkinson. Wilkinson to the inside of the 1R of Richards. Can't quite get it done. White flag is out, 1 to go.
Man, oh man, I'm hoping IMCA TV and AdvantageRacing.tv are getting that pink afro that the boss is wearing tonight. And meanwhile, Damon Richards saying, hope you got a good look at my performance tonight. Damon Richards start on the outside of the front row, and he's going to take every lap for himself to win heat race number 1.
TJ Milky in second, Cade Richards third, Kyle Wilkinson in fourth. And the double X.
That's Steve Shepard. He switched from the 20 to 2 Roman numerals.
Ah, that explains why he's throwing the old announcer off.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Of course, that's, easy to do, but.
We give it up for him, race fans. He comes off at turn number 4, your winner from David City, Nebraska, car number 68, Damon Richards. Tonight from Columbus, it'll be the 83, the Lean Mean Green Machine of Jeff Ware. And on his outside, making the move to the stock car division from Albion, it's the 3 of Ryan Feynman.
Row number 3 to the inside from Elkhorn, Nebraska. That's the 64 of John Brugman. And to his outside from Norfolk, that is the X of Justin Birchsinger.
Your 7th and final starter, your defending track champion here at Thursday Night Thunder. From Neely, it's the 5 of Cameron Wilkinson, tonight's flag bearer as well. Caution lights go out. Heat race number 2 for the class too tough to tame here at Janelle's Journey for Cancer Research. We are green at Columbus.
And we are 3 wide right off the
yeah.
bat going into 1 and 2. As you've got the 83 of Ware to the inside, 17R of Rasmussen in the middle, and to the outside, didn't quite catch the number, but now they're back down to 1 and 2 wide. That's going to be the 13J of Anson with the lead, and they are almost 3 wide for second, third, and fourth behind them. And here comes Wilkinson. Wilkinson now in that fourth. He's in that battle, 4-car battle for second through fourth.
Ryan Feynman right on the backside of Jeff Ware as they go into turn number 3. Ware goes low to defend. Meanwhile, Rasmussen, Feynman, and Wilkinson going to go top shelf dancing off of turn number 4. Nothing going to happen for those guys as Jeff Ware will maintain the second spot. Here comes Cameron Wilkinson, going to try to thread the needle, thinks better of it. He'll go to the low side saying maybe there's something down here we can use. 3 wide again on entry to 3. Here we go. Wilkinson, Feynman, and Rasmussen having it out at the line. Wilkinson gets the 2 for 1.
Oh, little Rubbins racing between the 3 of Feynman and the 17 of Rasmussen. No harm, no foul as they're going to drop into 4th and 5th respectively. Cameron Wilkinson started in 7th, now up to 3rd. He is up 4 positions as right now the 83 of Jeff Ware is knocking on the back door of your leader, Jacob Anson, in that 13J. Can't quite get it done on 1 and 2. They're going to fire it off back off down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Ware able to cut it down to about a car length and a half, but Anson strong as an ox off that high side.
Meanwhile, Justin Birchinger giving the Photogs a good couple of opportunities there to show the 3-wheeling. Unfortunately, he's not making much progress there. Birchinger continues to ride back in the 6th position, but hey, a few of the photographers out there are going to have some good shots here in the next couple of days. Meanwhile, white flag is out. Final trip around for Jacob Anson, already a winner on the season here at US 30 Speedway. Looking to add another one tonight, but Ware's got something to say about it.
I'm sure Garrett with IMCA TV social media is getting some great content off the action we got right now. Checkered flag's going to come out. Jacob Anson's going to hold on for the heat race win, followed by Ware, Wilkinson, the 3 of Brian Feynman, and coming home in that 5th spot, that's going to be the 17 of Dana Rasmussen.
So how about it, race fans? They'll come back around and give a salute to you. Give him a round of applause. Your winner of heat race number 2. He hails from Albion, Nebraska. Took a little bit of an extra cool down lap, but nonetheless, give it up for your heat race winner, the 13J, Jacob Anson, getting it done here in heat race number 2. It is time for our second parade lap of the night. Get up on your feet, race fans. US 30 Speedway. You know the names, you know the game, you know this is the class too tough to tame, your IMCA stock cars. This class, they never disappoint, especially on a speedway like this one. Caution lights go out across the US 30 Speedway, and the Platte Valley Auto Pace truck drops to the infield. Let's see what kind of thriller we are in store for tonight here for the stock car race fans. In a turn number 3, it is time once again to throw down with the IMCA stock cars at US 30 Speedway. We're green.
And as they fire off down into 1 and 2, it is going to be Jacob Anson with the early advantage.
Look at that 4 wide.
Oh, that's stock cars do that all the time. That's one reason I love this class. Jeff Ware trying to get to the outside of Anson. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Anson's going to, as Cade Richards around off the nose of the 5.
And Cade got sideways there and may have slipped on a bit of rubber at the bottom, and everyone got bottled up. Cade stays to the bottom lane, and we will go caution. Caution is out. Lap number 1 officially in the books. And a tough break there for the young lion out of Lincoln. Racing Hall of Fame.
Dan, what do you got?
Are we going to go back to green?
Yep.
All right, if we get another caution, I'm going to talk with Jordan Grabowski.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah. You read my mind there, PJs. We get ready to go. Jacob Anson, your race leader, trying to get his second dub on the year here at Thursday Night Thunder. And what a special night it would be. Anson brings us back down to the green. Here we go.
Anson's going to fire him off down into 1 and 2. He has Ware and the 52 of Wilkinson right there on his back bumper. Now it is Kyle Wilkinson, who is trying to get to the rear quarter panel of Anson. Can't quite. Oh, he's going to stuff it down there along the tires. Oh, boy. Oh, man. They are able to hold it. Anson still leads.
Well, looks like one driver having his hands full is the 71 Double J of Mike Murray. He's facing the wrong direction at the bottom of turns 3 and 4, and that's going to put the kibosh to this great race at the front of the pack.
Being here, Ryan Dugan and I went out and did some interviews, and one of them we did was with Graybo before the races started, and I talked to him about how he was able, with this brand new car that he built from the ground up, his own design, how he's able to win right off the bat, and he just had the biggest smile on his face that he could be that competitive this early with a brand new piece.
We'll see if it's a national championship winning car at the end of the season as we get back to racing action here. 3 wide, just about ready to push 4 wide through 1 and 2. They think better of it. TJ Milky, look at him, high, wide, and round the outside with a 77. The Dominator trying to make it a 3 wide battle as Cade Richards tries to battle back. It's still Anson up in front. We're 2 laps scored, and it's already getting good.
I'll tell you, Jeff Ware unfortunately got mugged on that start as Wilkinson, Richards, and TJ Milky able to get around him. But I'll tell you, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now make it 6 cars under a blanket, right around, including the defending IMCA Hobby Stock champion, Dylan Richards.
I know we actually caught him on the main concourse here just a few minutes ago with Dylan Richards. Said he had transmission issues, did not make it out for the heat race. They said they got it going right for the A. Sounds like he's proven us right. And now we are under yellow again, this time for the 3 of Ryan Feynman up against the outside wall at the exit of turn 2. And it's up right there, former Abe Lincoln Memorial driver, Abe Lincoln Memorial winner in the hobby stock ranks. Ryan, I believe in his first full season of stock car competition, and he knocked the stuffing out of that Hoosier. So Doreen Ainsley.
Is that weird calling your mom by your actual name?
Occasionally. I did have her in class when I was in middle school, so yeah. There we go, our 3 silent auction winners there. Meanwhile, we'll see who is the big winner here after 15 laps. Back to green. TJ Milky, your leader.
Milky with a great jump gets by Anson. He will take the advantage. Here comes Cade Richards. Richards going to squirt by Anson and Jeff Ware. He's going to take over second, but he wants more.
Whoa!
He went to the inside of Milky and lost it. He goes around everybody. Yeoman's driving to avoid him.
And Cade's going to keep it rolling.
We are going to stay green. Oh, my. Jeff Ware second. And look at Dylan Richards. Dylan Richards' power move to third, and now he is on the high side right along the cush, trying to go after Jeff Ware, who's sitting second.
How about Justin Birchinger, who's worked his way to 4th? Where did the X Factor come from? Justin started deep in this pack, and he has now worked his way into the top 5. Meanwhile, the Wilkinson bros having it out for position number 6. The Super Wilkinson bros, I guess. Don't know if they're plumbers or not, but right now they're racers, and they're battling it out for the 6th spot. Cameron has the car length advantage over Kyle as they go into turn 1.
Justin Birchinger started 9th, and he has already worked his way up into a top 5 and is battling with Anson right now, but it is still TJ Milky. He is leading yet another lap.
And Milky, I know it's been a while since the Dominator has been to victory lane here at US 30 Speedway. He has competed off and on the last couple of seasons, had to deal with some injuries the last couple of seasons, so had to take a year or 2 off from the race car. And now Jeff Ware ready to take him to the battlefield into turn number 1. Meanwhile, Dylan Richards up to the 3rd spot, trying to reel them both in. We got a battle for the lead. There goes Ware to the inside.
Jeff Ware wants the lead. TJ Milky does not want to give it up. That is equaling out to a side-by-side battle. Ware led that lap, but Milky still hanging on like a pit bull on a T-bone.
I see the green hoodies. They're chanting on for the 83 right now. Milky back to the outside. You gotta love it. Meanwhile, Richards, he's right there. He just might pick them both off if they're not careful enough. Off of 4 this time. Ware half car length advantage at the halfway point. Actually make that 9 to go. I don't want this race to end. Dylan Richards hopes he gets a few more laps and he can get the run. Here comes the Beatrice native.
Dylan Richards gets such a great run off of 2 down the backstretch. Keep in mind, we had 15 cars start this feature. Dylan Richards started 14th, and he is now up to 3rd. He parks it right on the cush. He's going to drive it down the hill, and he is going to be knocking on the back door of the Ware Milky battle.
I tell you, Dylan Richards will be running that second car for JGR Racing on the stock car end of things. And right now, Richards reeling in your ears that, oh, the battle's going to get spoiled. Caution out. And it's going to be for Kyle Wilkinson, possibly maybe some debris on the 52. And yeah, I believe the yellow is going to come out for Kyle Wilkinson. Hate to see that.
To help raise money, not only for the Columbus Cancer Center, but for Janelle's journey as well. You guys are absolutely the best, and this is why I love the racing family.
It's truly a family. We are that at the end of the day. For better, for worse, we're through it. We're with each other through it all.
Amen.
Back to green we go. We're going to be together through these final 7 laps of this stock car main event, and it's anyone's guess on who's going to take this thing.
Dylan Richards was rooting and gouging the left side of TJ Milky's car going down into 1. Milky knows he's there, but he is trying to close that door. Does get it closed. It's going to be Ware, followed by Milky and Richards. But here comes the 5 of Cameron Wilkinson and the 13 of Anson. Whoa, the 68 of Damon Richards gets way slides up the hill and loses about 3 spots.
I know one driver who definitely got swamped on that restart was Justin Bertschinger. He was in the top 5, and now he has fallen to the back half of the top 10 right now with 6 laps remaining. Jeff Ware still with the lead, but TJ Milky about a car length separating him from Ware, and that gets shorter into turn number 3, just about catches the back bumper of Ware. 5 laps remaining. Ware trying to defend home soil. Meanwhile, Norfolk, Nebraska's TJ Milky trying to spoil the party.
You know, I've got TJ on Snapchat, and he said in a couple of his Snapchats that he's trying to get the car good. He wants to win. He's got a chance tonight, but I'll tell you, he's got one of the absolute best in the business right in front of him that he's got to try and get back by, and he's only got 4 laps to do it.
Gotta say, Jeff Ware, he made the switch to stock cars a couple years ago, and I gotta say, this guy is taking the stock cars like a fish to water. He is looking good right here. Already a winner on the Stock Car Crown West Tour. He won the season opener at Norfolk at Off-Road Speedway. That is Milky's home track. Meanwhile, Dylan Richards, look at him trying to dial up long distance on the outside lane, but he might just lose the spot. No, he takes it back from Cameron Wilkinson. We're going to have 2 laps to go. There's Caden Murray with the 2 flag wag. 2 more circuits to go.
Unfortunately, Dylan Richards does not get as good a run off of 4 as he does on 2. He will go on the high scary side into 1 and 3. Then he'll turn and drive it down the hill. And look at the run he's going to get as he's going to fly right by Cameron Wilkinson. White flag going to come out this time by Jeff Ware, your leader. He now has a bit of an advantage over TJ Milky. He's got 1 more lap to hold it.
Final trip around the home of Thursday Night Thunder for the former Hobby Stock track champion and a former Hobby Stock national champion at that. Jeff Ware will take it down the backstretch. A slow car on the front straightaway. We'll see if that brings out a caution or not. Looks like it won't, and Jeff Ware will score the dub here at US 30.
TJ Milky followed by Dylan Richards, Cameron Wilkinson, and the 1R of Cade. The Ken Richards comes back and finishes the top 5.
Excellent race from start to finish for the Class 2 tough to tame. But how about it, race fans? Your winner. For another time in his career, he successfully defends home turf from Columbus, the 83, Jeff Ware, going to Valmont Industries victory lane.
He's building the suspense, and he's out of the car! Jeff, man, one hell of a race. I know you're a crowd favorite here locally, but take us through that battle with TJ Milky. Man, you guys were going at it for several laps.
It is insanely nice to race somebody side by side for a million laps, what it seemed like, and we never touched once. So hats off to TJ. That was a great race. He's always a good competitor, and I don't think we're the fastest ones out there, but Cade spun himself out, and we took advantage of it, so it worked out.
It's all about the guy who crosses first. Sometimes you're not the fastest, but a lot of times you have been. Talk about everybody that helps you get up and down the road in the 83 car.
Yeah, first of all, just thanks to everybody for coming out. I know tonight means a lot to everybody, and some people it's personal, and you know, it kind of hits home for ourselves. And just thanks for everybody coming out. But you know, everybody on this car: Cork and Barrel, CPD Racing Shocks, Roth Racing, Elite Mobile Blasting, Softbell Trucking, Nikki's Beer Service, Demon Decals, Charge Chassis. I'm on repeat, but Hine Auto Body. Everybody who helps me. Just it's what it takes.
One more time, give it up for Jeff Ware!